These are all baseball questions.
No, I just want to say.
They said it was going to be softball.
I'll open up with you've both been on geek-themed shows with The Flash and Roswell. If you had any choice of a supervillain that you would have to follow in the pit, who would it be?
A supervillain that I have to follow?
Why that escaped?
Oh. If one of the...
like Doctor Doom or something. I mean, just go full home run on it. Thanos escaped.
Right.
There are other shows that can do
I don't know. I'm.
and it works for them.
The first villain on Flash that Singh actually got to like square up with. What was his name? It's not Savitar. The one in the all black suit. Looked like the Black Spider-Man. Remember
There's a lot of evil speedsters on
Yeah, it was like one of the first evil speedsters. I still got a bone to pick with him.
All right, fair enough.
I'll think of it.
Which like supervillains, or do you mean like from my show, or
No, in general.
Okay, Elon Musk.
Nice. Yeah, well done, well played. I was thinking Zoom is the one I was thinking.
The writing is so well done. So when you get a script, are you getting it week to week or whatever your shooting schedule is, or
Whatever the shooting schedule is.
The writing is so well done. Like, are you reading the script just like getting excited, just ready to get into this role,
His version
to be able to get to that next thing?
Yeah, I mean, our shooting schedule is so fast also that once we're going, I don't have a lot of time to like stop and like read the next thing, and then it usually doesn't come out right until just before we're about to start shooting. So it does all happen kind of at the last minute. But when we can, we would get together just with the cast and read the next episode, because it would be the only chance we have to like hear the whole story from beginning to end and put together. Oh, while you guys are doing that, we're over here doing this. And I thought those moments were really helpful too.
I had a lot of time so I would get the scripts, and because my character's separate, shooting I would have the opposite schedule from them. Basically, they're working pretty much every day after me. They would shoot my stuff like the first 2 days of the schedule, but then I would spend the rest of the time off. I remember one time I went cliff diving. This is just a thing I did in real life, and it wasn't very far. I did a week, a wimpy, probably not as high as that exit sign, but no, it's higher. But I
Knoll diving.
yeah, hill diving. And I remember I was like falling through the air just long enough that I had time to be like it was like geez, this is long, and then I hit the water, and that's, I think, I started to have a similar thing with the script, where I was like having just enough time to be like to start to worry, or start to basically to overthink stuff, and to so I don't know, because I would like find different threads and find in just character stuff, and I'd want to make everything make sense. And sometimes you just gotta go. So so yeah.
I will say about not having a ton of lead up time, because I was working every day, is one of my favorite things to do was not actually decipher what Beck's, like the psychoanalysis stuff that Beck's was doing, because then I'd get to just show up on set and listen to Melissa actually just do it. And so I'm actually listening and trying to piece it together. And she'd have these long diatribes, and
God,
she makes it so good at that, so good at words, and making it make sense.
Yeah, and bring it to life with like personality as well, which is like, because it doesn't, like, it's information, so it can on the page feel dry, and then you see her do it, and you're like, okay, that's why you got this.
So we could prepare other things and relationships and other ideas, but like actually the logic of piecing together the psychology of the killers, I'd like try to save it for on the day.
Thank you. I love that. I love learning about that. Now, you both have worked extensively in genre fare in the past. So this show, even though it's complex, is still much more grounded than, say, DC or sci-fi, that sort of thing. So what is it like striking the tone of something that's still heightened, something that still has to compete with eyeballs, with streaming and everything else, but still grounding it and keeping it accessible for people?
I think one thing that was present for me is like the balance of the stakes, but humor, like but genuine like relationship humor between us. And I think I don't know if that's just how I approached it, but it felt like in at least the comic book based stuff, there's the sense of humor. Everything's a little bit heightened, and potential for magic just puts a twist on things for me. But the stakes and the chase and the hunt and all of that is very grounded and real. But what really connects me to it is the potential for relationship humor and teasing each other and getting to know each other as humans.
Well, and I don't trust myself as an actor enough to make it interesting just saying the stuff. So
Canada would be easy. We could do that.
like my whole career, I just have the impulse to like try to make like to almost entertain myself within the scene by like I find like a moment that I'm like, oh, it'd be funny if I did this, you know, and so there's fewer opportunities for that on this because we only check in with my character when shit's hitting the fan. But yeah, it's like I'm trying to find little moments to work in a bit of that humor, even though it's always tense. But yeah, and that's different. Like some of the other stuff I've done, there's been a little bit more room for some of that, and I have impulses like you know my for better or worse, you guys know my impulses now. Like you know the stuff that I have like just I don't know irreverent thoughts, or I always want to say a line that's fucked up or something. So in other things I got to do that. I love that this is grounded though because I'm not scared of monsters. I'm not particularly drawn into fantasy stuff. Like I like it, but I know it's not real. This stuff, like you should actually be scared about serial killers because they're real. So yeah.
Simple question. What do you like most about your characters?
I love that Hassani, the sense of duty and responsibility that he has. I love that he feels responsible not just for the success of the mission, but to protect everybody, and to keep like the physical threat, the danger of the situation. I think he internalizes that it's his responsibility, and I love that.
I mean, Whistler is gorgeous.
I mean,
We actually, my family.
I think he has, you know, whatever their history, strong, like basically loves Bex, and you know, is despite their past and whatever darkness is in him, is like deeply protective of her, and like loyal to her. So I love that. I love that he's you know, proud of this team, but I also like that he kind of like puts his head down and lets them do like, even though he's being doubted, he's like, we have to get this job done, and he's and he like feeling like maybe nobody on the team has his back. He's still like, I'm gonna get the job done. Like, I can't let this deter me because we have to get these guys. So I like that about him too.
Well, thank you guys so much.